Travel, कुछ लोगों के लिए it's a vacation, for some it's holidaying, and for some it's leisure, and for some it's relaxing. For us, it's a quest to explore more new places, exposure to another new culture, meeting new people and tasting new food and indulging in altogether a new experience of life. Travel has now become an integral and important part of our life. It's the purpose of life now. It is the reason and motivation for us to work hard every day. With that being said, it was just the month of February and we couldn't wait till summer to travel again. So we decided let's not wait till summer and to travel now. Now comes the biggest question. Where to travel?
This is the first stop from the flight deck on my captain. Welcome on board flight 6161.
Ladies and gentlemen, we welcome you to Trivandrum Terminal.
What better place could we think of other than God's own country, the beautiful Kerala? So here it starts our new journey, new series and new episodes of Kerala. Stay tuned and watch all the vlogs, all the upcoming episodes on this Kerala series. So what's good everybody, I hope you all are doing great and welcome back to a fresh new episode in our channel Monday Blues. So before I start this vlog, I hope you watched our previous episode, that is of Somasila, Telangana, which is also known as Mini Maldives. So I'm guessing you have watched it. In case if you haven't, मैं link दे दे तो description पे, go and watch that vlog. It is absolutely amazing. Okay. And also do not forget to like the vlog और channel को subscribe करना मत भूलो. पूरा videos देखो अपने जो भी channel में आ रहा. So as you all know, we are in Kerala. So this is the first episode of our Kerala series. तो आज हम निकलने वाले हैं to explore this beautiful God's own country. So stay tuned till the end. पूरा देखो episode ये वाला and please do not forget to like, share and subscribe and पूरा देखो vlog till the end.
Hello everybody, and as you know we are in Kerala, very excited. ये बहुत दिन से हमारा plan था to come to Kerala and like you know we are super excited. बहुत ज़्यादा plans है, बहुत ज़्यादा itinerary है, and as an you know when we progress in the vlog you will get to know all our plans and itinerary. So before that, so basically yesterday we left Hyderabad and we took a flight to Thiruvananthapuram. So we reached very late in the night, around 9:30 पहुंचे airport को because there was a flight delay, and then we checked into this beautiful resort which is Country Club Kovalam. So we are not in Thiruvananthapuram, so we directly came to Kovalam and checked into this place, the Country Club Kovalam, and I already can't help praising them so much and appreciate their hospitality, because by the time we reached the resort it was almost 11:30 and they had kept the food and the room ready for us, and the food was waiting for us in the room, and they helped us check in and all that. So very nice people. As soon as we welcome, we came to Kerala, the first thing what we experienced was the beautiful smiles and hospitality of this beautiful people. So the trip started very good for us. So if you see, this is a very beautiful resort, and thoda resort tour we will show you. So there's one pool here and there's one pool there, and if you climb up the stairs there and towards the end of the resort there is the restaurant, and behind that, so not even 100-200 meters of walk, there is the Ashoka beach, or what is also called as the Grove beach. So it is very near to the beach and very beautiful. And this way, so if you can see there, that is our room, and we will give a quick room tour as well. And before that, one more thing what I want to mention is for us to go around Kerala, we took a self-drive this time. We didn't depend on the cabs and all. So this is the car. So this was the airport. That's why thoda sa late bhi hua. So it was airport drop. So we took it from Indus Go car, self-drive cars. So they came to the airport. It was hassle-free. Quickly 5 minutes mein hamara pura process khatam ho gaya. Just took 1-2 signatures, and then so we took the car and we are very excited. All prepared, car bhi hai, and then to go around Kerala. And this is one of the very good decisions for this trip what we took. So we are around 9 to 10 days here in Kerala, and this series mein hum plan kare Thiruvananthapuram, Kovalam, Poovar Islands. From there we are going to Kanyakumari, which is not Kerala, which is in Tamil Nadu, but because from Poovar it's hardly 60 to 70 kilometers, we wanted to cover that as well. So Kanyakumari se then we are going to Ashtamudi, and from there we are coming to Varkala, and from there back to Thiruvananthapuram and back to Hyderabad. So 6 places hai ye pura series mein. So please don't forget to watch each episode and stay with us throughout all the episodes and enjoy the beautiful places of Kerala. First plan is like Thiruvananthapuram, Kovalam and Poovar. So basically people who have time constraints, who are very limited time, you're coming for like 1 or 2 days, so ये तीनों places at a stretch आप cover कर सकते हैं. Like frankly 2 days में Thiruvananthapuram cover करके, then Kovalam में थोड़ा places cover करके you can go to Poovar, finish the backwater right there and head back to Thiruvananthapuram for 2 days. But we are here for a longer duration because we wanted to sulk in and then enjoy the place as well. So हमारा plan, so first है Thiruvananthapuram. So first from like Kovalam we are going to Thiruvananthapuram, covering all the places there for 1 day, and that will be our episode 1 of Thiruvananthapuram. So चलो तो आज first episode है, so ready हो जाएंगे अभी वापस जाके because as you know, like Thiruvananthapuram में बहुत temples है, we'll have to wear like ethnical attire, and हम जाएंगे अभी ready होके निकलेंगे Thiruvananthapuram को. The first place what we are going to visit there is Padmanabhaswamy Temple, the world famous richest temple and also the mystic temple. And हमारा केरला series शुरू करना है हम लोगों को with the blessings and and darshan of Lord Padmanabhaswamy Temple. And as we already told you, yesterday night हमारा flight था from Hyderabad to Trivandrum, and by the way we reached our country club resort in Kovalam, it was almost 11 o'clock, and by the time we wrapped our day it was very late. So today thoda subah utna nahi ho paya, so we woke up a little late, but by the time we reached Trivandrum, Padmanabhaswamy Temple was closed. So of course hamara itinerary ka first destination what we wanted to visit was the temple, but it was not possible, not only because we woke up late but also because look at this. So Kerala welcomed us with so much of rains, and it's quite unusual that in February itna barish, and the rains was so heavy for us to travel from Kovalam to Trivandrum itself was so tough because the visibility was zero. The last time I've seen such heavy rain was in Maharashtra, that was in peak monsoon, but यहाँ पे तो हमारा 3-4 घंटे was on road just in the rains and all that. So what we did was, because the temple is closed and the itinerary के हिसाब से there were 3-4 temples what we wanted to visit in line and then head to our next destinations, but there's a little bit twist in the itinerary because of the rains and because it's temple close time. So what we did was we directly headed to the last destination, which is very far from the farthest destination in Trivandrum, which is the Veli village park village, tourist village. So we are going to start our journey of Trivandrum and the vlog of Trivandrum from here. So this is around 10 kilometers from the main Trivandrum city, and it is one of the most famous tourist attractions here in Trivandrum. It's kind of a a tourist village kind of thing, which this kind of entire setup, this park is built on the Veli river, which you can see there. This is the Veli river, and this Veli river meets the Arabian Sea just behind this. So that's one of the very beautiful part of this place, as well as so once this lake meets the Arabian Sea, there is a beach kind of thing which is formed which is also called as a Veli beach. So this has both the lake view as well as the Arabian Sea as well as the Veli beach, so you can chill there as well. So we just entered, we were waiting for the rain to come down, and then we entered. This is the entrance. So वहाँ पे चिल्ड्रन पार्क play area है, and यहाँ पे 2 restaurants है. One is the floating restaurant, another one is the KTDC. So we have not gone and explored yet, so even we are hungry, we have not had breakfast, so we'll go and explore the restaurants. And another speciality of this place is this has India's first solar operated miniature train, but again unfortunately closed because of the rains. So now what we will do is we'll spend some time here, have a lunch here, so we'll show you which restaurant and all, and then explore the place a little bit, and there's boating as well. Let's see if it is possible. So and then we'll head to the next destination. So for now let's go check out for the lunch options. So let's go.
भाई ये side पे towards this end it's super beautiful. There's a bridge that you can walk and go towards that side जहाँ पे fish spa and all that stuff, and the beach is also on that side. ये पूरा crazy. I don't know. Okay, जो भी plant है यहाँ पे looks absolutely beautiful and this looks like the floating restaurant. तो पहले अपन थोड़ा पेट पूजा करेंगे and we'll go towards that side. Let's see if we can do fish spa and I'm excited to go towards the beach and see where these two water bodies are meeting. So पहले पेट पूजा चलो. Alright, so खाना हो गया. Food was very average. We just had vegetable stuff because we are going to the temple. So ambience was good. Food was average, but then the location was सही था एकदम. So after our lunch, we are going this side यहाँ पे, and this is the floating bridge, which is absolutely amazing. ये वाला जो bridge आप देख रहे हैं, that is where the train goes. अभी उसका बंद है because of rains. That was our restaurant and ये पूरा lake है. And if you walk towards that side is the beach, which is open only till 6:15. So in case if you're coming here and want to visit the beach, 6:15 से पहले आप आओ. अब पूरा shake हो रहा bridge. Crazy experience this is. Look at that. Wow. क्रेजी है, एकदम क्रेजी है. सो या चलो आगे देखेंगे बीच की तरफ और क्या है, व्हाट ऑल थिंग्स दिस प्लेस हैज टू ऑफर. तो अपन ये फ्लोटिंग ब्रिज लेके वी आर ऑन द अदर साइड ऑफ द आइलैंड एंड द मोमेंट यू एंटर दिस प्लेस देयर इज फिश स्पा एंड prices I'm telling you in Kerala are absolutely reasonable. यहाँ पे जैसे आपको the chairs where you can have this fish spa, वो मेरे को गुदगुदी टाइप्स होता तो मैं वो नहीं करने वाला. Other than that you have this eateries where you can eat like you know ice creams, your sugar cane and all that stuff. There is one small plane there which is Indian Air Force करके लिखा हुआ है. In recognition is what I'm guessing. Now ये ट्रेन का ट्रैक है, ये कंप्लीट ट्रेन का ट्रैक है जैसे रम्या बताई. 2.5 किलोमीटर्स का ट्रैक है एंड इफ़ यू सीइंग दीज आर सोलर पावर्ड. ये पूरे सोलर पावर्ड है. तो आज बंद है बिकॉज ऑफ द रेन्स, बट देन yes, if you walk towards this side we will be reaching the beach soon. So let's keep going. So we're going towards the beach. So all you'll find is ये game parks है. If you remember, मैं तो लास्ट बचपन में देखा where you have to throw the ring on one of the item and that is yours. So yes, few eateries as well. और बच्चों के लिए लेने के लिए एज यूजुअल जो नॉर्मल लाइक यू नो एक टिपिकल बीच में आपको मिलता, दैट स्टफ इज़ हियर. सो वी आर वॉकिंग टूवर्ड्स द बीच. वहाँ जाएंगे, जल्दी आपको बीच बताता हूँ. बीच बता के लेट्स गो टू आवर नेक्स्ट डेस्टिनेशन बिकॉज बारिश रुक गया. बिफोर इट स्टार्ट्स वी वांट टू गो टू द नेक्स्ट डेस्टिनेशन एंड स्टार्ट आवर व्लॉग. सो लेट्स गो. ऑलराइटी, तो अपन आगे बीच पे. इट स्टार्टेड रेनिंग अगेन और ये सैंड भी पूरा वेट होके बिकॉज ऑफ रेन एंड इट्स बिकम वेरी डिफिकल्ट टू वॉक. तो ये है, दिस इज़ एग्जैक्टली द अरेबियन सी. और यहाँ पे वहाँ पे जहाँ पे आप ब्रिज देखे वहाँ पे द बीच, द सी एंड द लेक मीट्स एंड दिस इज़ द ब्यूटिफुल अरेबियन सी. थोड़ा डार्क है इधर, मडी है वाटर. ओह वाह, थोड़ा मडी है वाटर बट देन एब्सोल्युटली ब्यूटिफुल. बारिश गिर रहा, नॉट मच पीपल हियर ऑल्सो. थोड़ा सेक्लूडेड है, आराम से यू कैन हैव फन हियर. बारिश गिर रहा, वेव्स लहर बढ़ गए एंड the Arabian Sea, the beautiful Arabian Sea. I can see one ship there, वहाँ दूर पे. It is absolutely magical. So this is what the Arabian Sea looks like from this destination, wherever we are from this destination. So it's raining pretty heavy and I'm not carrying an umbrella. So let me get back to where Ramya and Agastya were and probably from there we'll head back to the car because we don't want our equipment to get wet. But enjoy this beautiful brownish color water from the Arabian Sea. Wow, look at that. That was pretty big. That was big. So chalo, let's get going. So it started raining crazy heavily there. तो वहाँ से निकले, I had to change my t-shirt because I was completely drenched. So any which ways, with that we have reached our next destination, which is
The Vettucaud church, which is also called as Madre Deus church. So yes, church का speciality, this is one of the ancient churches here in Trivandrum, which is dates back almost to 15th century. ये current church जो है which was made in 1937 I believe. So ये नया construction है, but apart from that इसका original जो church था ये place में, which was actually kind of initiated and by the Saint Xavier himself, you know, उतना पुराना है. So speciality of this place, you know, why we want wanted to add this in our itinerary is because of the architecture. It's properly built in, like like proper Gothic style mein hai architecture and all that, and it's in one of the most scenic places in Trivandrum. Just turn that side and see where is the church located. It's right on the beach. It's right on the beach. Oh, hear the thunderstorms there. Oh God, crazy. February mein itna barish hai yaar. Like it's already 3 o'clock since morning. We are only in rain. Okay, whatever. So even in Kanyakumari, one thing what I was trying to tell you is I kind of like this architecture. We in fact, we really love, and especially beachside temples भी रहने दो, beachside churches भी रहने दो, उसका अलग ही एक beauty रहता. So इसलिए we thought we should stop here, and इसका entrance वो side से है. That's the main road. वहाँ पे भी it's beautiful, and we just came here near the beach, and यहाँ का entrance also is very very beautiful. It's a Sunday, so there's a mass going on inside, but whatever, it's a very scenic place here in Trivandrum, and you should drop in, like maybe we check this place and like enjoy the like a beach as well. So Vettucaud church it is. Okay, so we are in our next destination in Trivandrum, which is the Shangumukham or Shanghumukham Park, and which is just opposite to the Shanghumukham beach there. So this is the entrance of the park, and that's the car parking, 20 rupees for the car parking. This is this is near to the airport. This is one of the tourist attractions here because of here, which is like very beautiful, and the location of the beach and the park. There's a park just opposite to the beach, and it's very beautiful. So people generally come here in the evenings, and even as tourists, we can visit this place for beautiful sunsets, because the sunset and the the golden sand here. We just on the way while we were coming, we saw the beach. It was very beautiful. So what we'll do is we'll just go towards the park and towards the beach and enjoy this. But it's a rainy day. I'm not sure how much we can enjoy the beach, but we'll at least go around the park and explore more of this place. Of course, one thing about this place is the serene atmosphere. It's very beautiful, and like the beach location. But apart from that, it has a couple of cultural aspects as well. So just opposite to the park, if you see, there's Shanghumukham Devi temple as well. So that is the name. That's why this beach got its name, calling Shanghumukham Beach. Not just that, this place has some association with Padmanabhaswamy as well, and there are a lot of rituals, on certain occasions which will be conducted here by all the devotees and all that. And even यहाँ का Trivandrum का Ganesha festival में भी Visarjan happens here. So that way, this place has a lot of cultural aspects as well. So, and there's another most important attraction of this park, which I will show you next. So now let's head towards the park and the beach and explore this beautiful. Okay, I told you, right? This is the main attraction and one of the important attractions in this park. The mermaid, Matsya Kanya. It is called in Hindi or other languages and all. It's so beautifully built, and this is what 105 feet, right? That's what it is written there, and 23 feet height ka hai. Both beautiful sculpture hai, and this is just opposite to the beach there. And this place has a lot of good things, yeah. Unfortunately barish ho raha, but if you come in the right season, lot of eateries, toilets. Oh side beach ka through you can do a lot of shopping there, a lot of activities for the kids as well. And a good thing, if you have kids, you can just visit here, or if you want to have watch beautiful sunsets, visit this place. Started raining again, we have to run.
So मैं थोड़ा park के अंदर आया. Agastya and Ramya are gone towards the car because it's raining pretty heavily. If you're seeing, बहुत ज़्यादा बारिश हुई, because of which a lot of stalls जो भी है बंद है. The eateries are closed. Just few which are open here. So I'm currently walking towards the beach. It's a pretty big park. Alright, as I get closer to the beach, I realize that there is a coffee house here. So in case it's pretty crowded, I think khana vina or coffee milta. And this side is the beach. If you're seeing, the sea is very rough this side. And one good thing about the beaches in Kerala is it's clearly written that the sea is rough this side and swimming is absolutely, look at that wave. That's humongous, that's huge. So ये है beach side, और ये पूरा park beach side पे बना हुआ है, which is absolutely beautiful. It's raining pretty heavily. मैं already कपड़े change करा, मेरे को फिर से नहीं भीगना है. So with that beautiful beach behind me, let's head back to the car and उसके बाद अपने next destination की ओर चलेंगे. So let's go.
So we are in this place, going to this place which is the world's richest temple, Padmanabhaswamy Temple in Trivandrum. That is the temple. This is the pond in front of the temple, and we had to come all the way till here to park because the parking is full everywhere. So that's one of the disadvantages if you're coming by your own vehicle. The suggestion is to take an auto or a cab who will drop you right there in front of the temple and you can walk till there. So for us, we had our own car, so we had to park. So we are now running towards the temple because it's already quite late and it's raining and we do not want to miss the lesson. So let's go.
So this place is absolutely beautiful. Right up, right at the moment you come here, this place is gonna take away your breath for a second because it's absolutely beautiful. Look at this pond. This pond also has a history. We'll tell you each and everything of it. On this rainy day, हम लोग चल रहे towards the temple.
Because we didn't expect rain.
Yeah, I mean, who would expect rains in February? तो पूरा Trivandrum vlog सुबह से यही चल रहा. Somehow we are managing rain and vlogging. तो अपने को, if you're seeing, that's the palace. अपने को वो गोपुरम दिख रहा अपने को. So we have to walk all the way till there and वहाँ पे जाने का है. So मैं और रम्या वहाँ पे जाके will catch up with you. The Sri Padmanabhaswamy Temple in Thiruvananthapuram, Kerala is one of the most famous Vishnu temples in India and is renowned for its historical, spiritual and mythological significance. It is also known for being one of the richest temples in the world due to the immense treasure discovered in its vaults. According to the legend, there was a sage, a great devotee of Lord Vishnu, who was performing penance when a small boy disturbed him. Annoyed, the sage pushed the boy away. However, the boy disappeared, revealing himself as Lord Vishnu. The sage realized his mistake and begged for forgiveness. Vishnu then guided him to Anantakadu, modern Thiruvananthapuram, where he manifested in form of divine Ananta Shayana, which is reclining on the serpent Adi Shesha. This temple has been closely associated with the Travancore royal family. In 1750, Maharaja Martanda Varma dedicated his kingdom to Lord Padmanabha in a ceremony, declaring himself as Padmanabha Dasa. From that day, the rulers of Travancore governed as servants of the deity.
So we've reached the counter. So this is where we'll get the dhotis and we can deposit our bags. And so we're waiting to deposit. And just opposite to us is one of the important place, which is the Putina Mallika, which is also called as Putin Mallika Palace Museum.
The temple gained global attention due to the discovery of secret underground vaults in 2011. These vaults contained an estimated treasure worth billions, including gold, diamonds, jewelry and ancient artifacts. However, Vault B remains unopened and it is believed to be protected by divine power and curses. The temple timings are from morning 4 o'clock to 12 in the afternoon and in the evening from 4 to 8 o'clock. There is a strict dress code that needs to be followed while entering the temple. Men need to wear mundo or dhoti and should not wear any kind of shirt. Women need to wear sari or half sari very strictly. Dhotis are available for rent at the temple entrance. Nowadays, temple authorities allow wearing of dhotis over pants or chudidars to avoid inconvenience to the devotees. Please note that the security is very strict at the temple. You cannot carry anything with you. Everything should be deposited. I carried my car key for which I had to come back and deposit it again. No electronic devices including your smart watches. The temple from the inside is an absolute bliss. It is very beautiful and very ancient. The architectures, pillars and the structures look at least 2 to 3,000 years old. There are hundreds of huge pillars all over the temple where you will see courtesans holding diyas in their hands, which I believe will be lit in the evening, and we couldn't imagine how beautiful the temple will look in the evenings. The highlight of the temple is the idol of Lord Vishnu in Ananta Shayana form, which can be seen through 3 doors. Door 1 is his legs. Door 2 is his belly button where you will see Brahma sitting on a lotus. The door 3, you will see his face and hand which is resting on Shiva Linga. Another distinct feature is the beach sand in the premises of the temple, where the nearest beach is at least 10 kilometers from the temple. Overall, we felt blessed visiting this holy, sacred and ancient temple.
With that, we had to unfortunately end our day in Thiruvananthapuram because it started raining heavily and it was already quite late in the evening and we had to get back to Kovalam to our resort. But when you are in Thiruvananthapuram, do not Miss to visit these places and add them to your itinerary. Kutira Mallika Palace Museum, which is also known as Putten Mallika Palace, which is located in the premises of Padmanabhaswamy Temple. This historic palace was constructed in the 19th century by Maharaja Swati Tirunal Ramavarma, the ruler of Travancore. This place is renowned for its distinctive architecture featuring 122 wooden horses carved into the walls of the roof, which inspired its name Kutira Mallika, meaning mansion of horses. The Ganapati temple, located near to Sri Padmanabhaswamy Temple, is a Hindu temple dedicated to Lord Ganesha. The temple enshrines a black granite idol of Lord Ganesha in a seated posture with the right leg folded. This was established in 1860 by Maharaja Tirunal. The temple was initially maintained by Travancore army. After the army's integration into the Indian forces, the temple has been managed by the Indian army. The Attukal Bhagavati temple is a prominent Hindu temple dedicated to goddess Bhadrakali. This temple is renowned for the annual Attukal Pongal festival, where millions of women gather to prepare a special offering to the goddess. This event holds the Guinness World Record for the largest gathering of women for a single religious function. Sri Parashurama Temple is a significant Hindu temple dedicated to Lord Parashurama, the sixth avatar of Vishnu. As the only temple in Kerala honoring Parashurama, it holds a unique place in the region's spiritual landscape. The Napier Museum is a distinguished institution that showcases the region's rich culture and historical heritage. Established in 1857, it stands as one of the oldest museums in India. The Thiruvananthapuram Zoo, which is also called as Thiruvananthapuram Zoological Park, is one of the India's oldest and most renowned zoos. Established in 1859, it spreads across 55 acres in the heart of Thiruvananthapuram, which is Kerala's capital.
And that's a wrap on our Trivandrum adventure. From the stunning beaches to historical temples, vibrant streets and delicious food, this city truly has something for everyone. If you enjoyed exploring Trivandrum with us, do not forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more travel adventures. And also let us know in the comment what was your favorite part of the vlog. Or if you've been to Trivandrum, what's your must visit spot. Until next time, stay curious, keep exploring, and we'll see you in the next vlog. Peace.